Resilience is defined as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and/or the ability of a substance or object to spring back into shape. What can you do to bounce back better and stronger than you were before? Today, I'm thinking about resilience because I recently met an inspiring person who has the ability to not only learn from their mistakes, but to bounce back better than before from any challenge that life throws their way. It's so important to have resilience because life rarely goes as planned, and there are going to be times where just about everything you can think of goes wrong. For example, you lose your job, your laptop crashes, and your girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you, all in the same year. Life isn't perfect, and that is just a reality of being alive. There are times when bad things happen to everyone. I'm not saying this to reinforce a negative or pessimistic view, because it is much better to align your thoughts with what you want versus what you don't want. While it's good to have goals, it is important to be aware that we don't always know exactly how we are going to get those goals, and it's often better to leave the how up to the universe, God, or source. The best you can do is focus on the outcome that you want daily and take action towards achieving whatever it is that you want. Sometimes you have to go backwards before you can go further than you've ever gone before. Sometimes seemingly bad things happen to remove people, jobs, or circumstances that are no longer beneficial for you. So while the experience may be extremely painful in the moment, it helps to trust that everything is happening to help, not harm you. We often grow and learn the most when we are going through difficult experiences than when life is wonderful and everything goes our way. These contrasts and polarities are all part of experiencing what it is to be alive. Don't ever think that setbacks only happen to you. Because if you talk to other people and listen to their stories, you will learn that everyone experiences different forms of hardship and heartbreak at one point or another. It's so easy to get disappointed when you have your whole 5-year plan ahead of you and then life throws you a major curveball. And it's normal to be sad when you're dating someone you can already imagine potentially walking down the aisle with if things continue to go well. And then figure out that they don't feel the same way when they break up with you out of nowhere. Whatever feelings you have over such an event, none of them are wrong, and it's normal to take time to grieve the loss of a job or relationship, just as we mourn the death of a family member or friend. Well, I'd like to point out that there is no deadline for healing from any loss in your life. And I do not recommend suppressing your feelings because everyone heals differently on a timeline that is right for them. Today I am focusing on resilience. And so the question becomes more about when you fall down, how long does it take you to get back up? Do you have the resilience to overcome your challenges? Or do you let your failures derail your dreams? Does one breakup make you give up on finding love? Does one rejection letter or not getting any interviews from the job that you have applied for make you give up on finding or creating your dream career? What could you accomplish if you had the strength not to give up? First, it's important to realize that you can't fail from anything if you learn something from it. What can you learn from your experience? What went wrong and what really happened? What part did you play in it? I would encourage you not to take responsibility for anything that you had no control over. What, if anything, can you do differently next time? How would you like to show up the next time you experience a similar event? Remember that while you cannot choose events or circumstances that are outside of your control, you can choose your reaction. Now remember what happened and imagine the ending that you would have desired without changing the circumstances. Doing this primes your mind to change your behavior the next time that you encounter such an event. Reframe your story into something that is positive rather than negative. They say that the best revenge is to go on and lead a successful life. What can you do to bounce back better and stronger than you were before? How can you rebuild your confidence? Would exercise help? How about learning something new? What is something that you have always liked to try or achieve? Set some goals for yourself to work towards that will make you better and work a little on them each day. There's no need to overwhelm yourself here. Take it one day at a time. Small steps add up to big results when taken consistently without stopping. Resilience is also the ability to cope with stress and pressure, which requires the ability to stay calm and eliminate anxiety when the going gets rough. Think about what healthy habits help you to relax. I'm not talking about binge eating ice cream or Netflix, although both in moderation might not be a bad thing. Exercise, yoga, breath work, massage, kissing, cuddling, and meditation are all known to help relieve stress. Try out different methods to see what works best for you. Health is so important for maintaining and increasing resilience. Without good health, nothing else will go right. So if you are not at your peak health-wise, then it's so important to do everything that you possibly can to get better. Staying healthy is the most important priority in order to live successfully and handle the challenges that life throws our way. Eating healthy, whole foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and lean or plant-based proteins daily, drinking enough water, making sure your blood levels have enough vitamins, and getting enough sleep, in combination with exercise, is so important for everything else that happens in your life. No one is perfect, myself included. By accepting those imperfections in ourselves, it becomes easier to accept the imperfections in others. We all make mistakes and have our less than best days. The important thing to remember is not to give up. Tomorrow is always a new chance to make things right.